pulling it up when we coming around, holding us all with the brim of the crown.
Hey, what's going on? Morrison Machiavelli here with Unpopular Opinions. Remember, the opinions here expressed are those of my own and only my own. Thank you for tuning in, whether you be on YouTube or Instagram or Apple Music, wherever. Make sure you subscribe, share, like, all that good stuff. Today's show is brought to you in part by Casablanca Connect. They edit it, they chop it up, they do all the work that makes this possible and makes me able to do all the things that I do. I apologize for a little bit of latency. I've checked out for a while, been going through some things of my own, so I wanted to make sure that when I came back, I come back full effect, full swing. Music's still on the way, all that good stuff. But I wanted to talk just a little bit about the conversation between the UN and Elon Musk, right? As you can see with our title here, Elon. So, what commitment does Elon Musk have to combat world hunger? None whatsoever. Do I think that that people in positions of financial influence, billionaires specifically, should do something to help out with the world's issues? Yes. Do I believe that the idea of America's or the US's taxation encourages that? Of course, because you get write-offs for contributing to nonprofit organizations, causes, stuff like that. Now, that's an idea. It doesn't actually work that way. And if we had a more progressive tax, billionaires wouldn't be possible. It's probably more equitable and is a great concept, but is it really realistic? It's hard to say, especially when we look at human nature. And that brings us to homelessness, right? Ending homelessness, ending world hunger, anything like that. And I apologize, we're talking about world hunger here, not homelessness, but I think often the two fall hand in hand, as poverty. With homelessness, let's gear it back a little bit. With homelessness, people want to be homeless. Nobody wants to be hungry, right? With homelessness, people choose to be homeless. Not everybody. Obviously, I'm not saying everybody out on the streets chooses to be homeless, but there are some people that choose to be homeless. I chose to be homeless for over a year. I lived in my vehicle. If you check out some of the interviews I've done previously, I talk about that. Something Dope podcast, other places, I had the opportunity to really speak deeply on that. Nobody chooses hunger, and world hunger is something we could do a lot to combat. So who's responsible for that? The UN. The UN is responsible for it. The UN wants to come after people with financial influence and try to hold them responsible as if they are the people who can make the difference. The UN gained over $8 billion for combating world hunger during the COVID-19 crisis. And they still have not ended world hunger with that $8 billion. So is another $8 billion going to end world hunger? Elon Musk said he would sell his Tesla stock to do that. Do we know if he's really going to do that? I don't know, man. I would hope that he would. I wouldn't assume that he would, but it's a beautiful thing that he steps up and even creates the conversation and even shows that, because the real point to me is he said, transparent books, show us where your money is being allocated, show us everything. You know what I mean? And the UN doesn't have to do that. Here in the US, nonprofits do have to be able to disclose that stuff publicly. But let's look at the big picture. The UN is the organization that is supposed to be doing this work, supposed to be obtaining the funding, and they're out here doing what they're supposed to be doing in some ways, trying to raise funds. Great. Elon Musk was a great person to target for this. All in all, it's a great thing. Like, everything that's happening with this conversation, it's great. Now, what I would really like to see as well, and obviously I'm no expert, it's not as if I can interpret this and be able to tell you what is working, what isn't working, and it's a lot of data, it's a lot of math, it's a lot of numbers, it's not my area at all. Remember, I am a hip-hop artist, I am a musician, and everything I say here is my opinion. I'm not in all this, you know what I'm saying? I'm not on that level of humanitarianism, but I'm curious to see what the UN is really doing. Not to say they're not doing anything, but how efficient are they really, and who is reaping the financial benefits of this? What is the net worth of the member of the UN who stepped forward and proposed this idea with Mr. Elon Musk? Now, I also commend Elon Musk because he opened up his patents with the Tesla cars, with electric cars, which has made it far more accessible to be able to move forward to the place where we are now. I remember when Teslas first came out, people thought it was a crazy idea. Companies like Ford and Chevy said they would never create electric vehicles. Something to that effect. Don't quote me exactly on that, but something to that effect. Petroleum industry was fighting very hard, as they do now. But yeah, I just wanted to touch on that because a lot of people are going after Elon Musk for this, and I think it's a very interesting paradigm that we live in when somebody steps up and says he'll pay $8 billion and people go after that guy. But who knows if he's gonna do it? You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to completely defend him and say, put him up on a pedestal either. Gotta look at the big picture. The UN is responsible for that. They gotta step up. They gotta do their thing. And man. Make the books transparent. Maybe you will get a little bit more funding. Maybe you'll get some more support, all that. So thank you for tuning in. I hope you like this episode of Unpopular Opinions. Give it a thumbs up, give it a thumbs down. I don't care. It is unpopular, and it's supposed to be unpopular, so we rock with it. If you don't like what I'm saying, if you like what I'm saying, whatever, share it at Morrison Machiavelli on Instagram, and of course check us out on YouTube. Anywhere else, just search up Morrison Machiavelli. I'm the only Morrison Machiavelli, so you will find me. One love, peace, boom.
It's Morrison.